Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Rodney, and I'm back. And I wanted to make a quick video before I ride with my sister and go get my niece from school. So, okay, the whole DeMarcus Cousins situation. They say that a arrest warrant has been warrant has been issued for his arrest for a misdemeanor domestic violence charge. You know, the other day, him and his baby mama got into it. The baby mama wouldn't allow their son, to go to his wedding. He's marrying another woman, or he married another woman. His baby mother wouldn't allow the son to go to the wedding. After he asked her multiple times, she kept saying no. He said, "I'm going to put a bullet in your head." She recorded the conversation. She gave the audio to TMZ. This is the thing. These are some of the things that I don't understand, because I've seen a lot of people actually side with DeMarcus Cousins, and I don't understand why, because this is how I'm looking at it. Now tell me if I'm wrong, and y'all can go to the Shade Room and all the other blogs and look at the comments and see that I'm not telling a lie. So y'all already have it fixed in your head that she has to be a bitter baby mama. She has to be jealous because she wasn't chosen to get married to him. She has to be upset. She has to hate her life. She has to be using their son to get her way with him. Like, y'all have already said and put in stone that all these things about this girl have to be true. Because there's no other reason why she would not allow their son to go to his wedding. Right? That's what y'all have all said. Y'all have all already put this in concrete. Like, she's bitter, she's upset, she's jealous, she's mad because he didn't propose to her, she's mad because she didn't get a chance to marry him. Y'all don't know if that woman is in another relationship, which I saw that she was, with a fine ass nigga, okay? Right. Y'all don't know if that girl is happily married or was happily in a relationship. Y'all don't know if she broke up with him. Y'all don't know these things. What we do know for a fact is he asked for their son to come to his wedding. She said no, and he said, "I'm going to put a bullet in your head." Now, one thing I've come to realize, especially with black people, is black people don't take domestic violence cases seriously unless a bitch is dead or in the hospital. Then once she's in the hospital, once she's dead, then everybody wants to run around talking about, "Oh, I knew that nigga was crazy." But when he was threatening to do these things, it's not a big deal, because everybody threatens everybody. You know, everybody don't go around talking about they're going to put a bullet in a bitch head. Okay? So that's one thing I have come to realize, is we just don't take, y'all just don't take those things seriously. Again, a woman either has to be dead, has to be bruised up, or in the hospital bed on her last breath, in order for people to realize, "Oh my God, that nigga was crazy." I'm not exactly sure why when y'all say things like, "She set him up. She set him up. That's why she recorded the conversation." Do y'all even realize what is coming out your... In order for you to say that she's setting him up, that means that she had to know that he was going to do something or say something. Which means he said these things before, right? Why do y'all think that it's acceptable for people to continuously go around saying they're going to blow somebody's brains out or pull a bullet in somebody's head and think that that person should not do something about it? It's only going to be so many times you're going to tell Rodney you're going to put a bullet in his head before everybody knows that you're a crazy psycho motherfucker. It's that simple. With me, you only gonna get one chance. I just had a conversation with somebody at work the other day, and like I told them, I honestly don't take threats lightly. I in real life, I really don't. I have set the shit off before. Threaten somebody. I'm telling everybody. I'm telling them, he crazy. Do we need to call the cops? What we need to do, I don't know what to do, but I just want to let y'all know that nigga is psycho. Yes, in real life. I don't play those games. So I know I might be different than a lot of people. I know a lot of people, especially a lot of black. You know what really bothers me the most is the comments coming from the women. She bitter. She upset. What the girl? Who wants to be with a nigga who threatens to put a bullet in a bitch head? She bitter. I don't get it. I don't get how y'all are so upset because y'all think the only reason why she would keep their son away from him or the other woman or whatever the case may be, it has to be she's a bitter baby mama. How do y'all not know that that son has come and told her, mama, whatever his new wife name is, Miss Keisha, she mean to me. Miss Keisha, she threatened to hit me. Miss Keisha threatened to whoop me. How do you know the son hasn't come to her and said, mommy, I don't like Miss Keisha. I don't like daddy's new girlfriend. She's mean to me. Like, y'all don't even know these things. But y'all automatically jump on the bandwagon of, oh, she has to be bitter. She might be bitter. She might be a bitch. She might be bitter. She might be jealous, but we don't know those things for a fact. What we do know for a fact is he said on audio that he was going to put a bullet in her head. And from that, and because she recorded him, y'all came to the conclusion again that she has to be bitter. She has to be jealous because she wasn't chosen. It can't be any other option. It can't be the fact that he could, it can't be that it could be a fact that he could be fucking crazy. That's just not a possibility, even though he said he would put a bullet in her head. There's not a possibility that he could be crazy. There's not a possibility that that little boy said, I don't like daddy's girlfriend. There's not a possibility that the little boy said, daddy is mean, mommy. Y'all don't know what happened. I don't know either. But I'm not just going to go and say that she's a bitter baby mama. She's jealous because she wasn't chosen. She could be. But the fact still remains that we don't know that. What we do know is what we heard, and what we heard was him threatening to put a bullet in her head. I'm just saying. And again, like I said in my last video, they have a 7-year-old son. I'm not exactly sure if she is this type of woman. I'm not exactly sure why DeMarcus Cousins hasn't sought out some type of attorney that can handle these type of situations for him. I'm not exactly sure why he hasn't put everything in writing on paper. Because at the end of the day, I don't care what nobody say. If she acting like this, if she is bitter, she just didn't start acting like this the day before you got married. She didn't. She's been acting like this. So when you realize that you possibly did have a bitter baby mama, why didn't you say, you know what, I'm not about to go through this. I got the money, I have the resources. Let me go get a family lawyer so we can get this shit in paper and writing. When you knew you was getting married, you knew your baby mama was bitter. Why didn't you say, I already know the type of bitch I'm dealing with. Let me make sure I got all my shit in a row. So when it come down to my wedding, it ain't gonna be none of that, oh, your son can't go. You know why? Because the judge and I already said, I'm gonna have him this weekend. Or I'm gonna have him this day. You see what I'm saying? Y'all all want to defend DeMarcus Cousins, but let it be one of your motherfucking daughters. Let it be one of your daughters. Let it be one of your daughters. It ain't gonna be nothing to talk about. It ain't gonna be nothing to talk about. You gonna be running over there trying to beat the nigga ass because he just threatened your daughter. Just off of the fact that you heard that he threatened your daughter is enough for you to go over there and whoop the nigga ass, right? Right. Let it be your daughter. When it's y'all daughters, y'all better have that same energy. You better have that same energy. She's bitter. Well, the only reason why he threatened you is because you a bitter baby mama. You a bitter bitch. That's what you better tell your daughters. All right? That's all I'm saying. At the end of the day, I'm about to end this video because I need to start getting my hot topics ready for today. At the end of the day, again, things that we know for a fact is he threatened to put a bullet in her head. For some reason, everybody has hopped on this train of she's a bitter baby mama, she's jealous. That girl is in a whole relationship from what I Googled with some fine ass nigga. It's on her page and it's on his page, his Instagram page. But she has to be bitter. She has to be jealous. It could be. There's no other reason in the world that woman would keep their son away from him unless she's bitter, unless she's an angry black woman. It's nothing else. Fuck the fact that he just said he was gonna get a gun and put a bullet in her head, and then for y'all to sit here and say, "Well, he didn't threaten the child." What? I just want to know how y'all think this is gonna play out in front of that judge. When that judge hears that audio of this black man threatening to shoot this woman, well, he might not give a fuck. You know y'all don't give a fuck about black women anyways. So the judge might not give a fuck. But I just want y'all to know how this is gonna play out. When this judge here, this nigga threatened to put a bullet in somebody's head. Oh yeah, you're a great parent. Here's your son. Like, do y'all even realize that shit don't even make no sense? Y'all really think that a judge is gonna say, "Oh yeah, you're a fantastic father. You just threatened to put a bullet in your baby mother's head. Oh, here's your son. Here's 50-50 custody." Girl, where they do that at? Where they do that at? Anyways, y'all. All right, y'all. Let me go. I think that's all I got to say. Bye, y'all.